Morning everybody, how are you today? Who have we got? Oh, Linda, hello, morning to you. Got anybody? Oh, hello, Debbie C on YouTube, first two in, welcome along. Morning Sheila in Plymouth, and Sandra, hello to you. Amanda, hello. We're making storage boxes today. I've going a little bit storage box mad. I've made all these this morning. And I will be doing a YouTube video, which will hopefully be going on in about an hour after we finished, because I need to edit it yet. So yeah, these are what I've been making. Morning Jen, Carol, hello Gilly, Lavinia, hello Jermaine. Very windy in Musselburgh. Morning, says Irene with a big oh. Morning Sabine. Bertie Budgie says it. Bertie. Oh, sorry, I do have Bob with me today. Is that me Bob cam? There she is. I think that's her, if I've got the right camera. And that doesn't happen very often, does it? So I'm just rearranging this. Oh, there she is. Bob, Bobbin, Bob, Bobbin, Bob. There's my good girl. Hello, sweetie. Hello. I think she's a bit worried that I'm going to go out today and leave her on her own. So she's a little bit clingy this morning, shall we say, but it's nice to have her down here, isn't it? Hello Marita, hello Daryl, Wendy, Janet, Maria, hello Sharon, and Sue. Julie says woof woof. Bobbin says bothered, not today. Cold in Ohio, is it Brian? We've missed you for a while. Hi Sandy, hi Jane, morning. It's nice here actually. It's fresh, and I think it might be walking the dog. Oh, she wagged her tail. It might be without a coat weather today. It's really nice. Hi Leslie. You can clean your sewing machine, Leslie. That does not consist. Are you still in the naughty corner? That does not consist of housework. That's a necessity to keep your machinery. So you are allowed to clean, but only sewing related implements. You're allowed to do the washing as long as you're pre-washing fabric. So that's fine. Oh, thank you very much, Jen. Next. Morning, Anne. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Linda. They are very cute, are they not? And very, very easy, very simple to make, and very quick as well, which is why we're making two. So these are they, look. So that's the one style. There's slightly different measurements on that one, but I prefer this one, so I'm going to give you the measurements for that one. And the fabric that I've used is, this is Space Rockets. I think it's just called Space Rockets print on the inside. Could be nice for a kid's room as well, wouldn't it? And then I've got the lilac spotty poplin on the outside, and I love the way that this one's turned out. I love these fabrics. These are Riley Blake, Beneath the Western Sky. There's a whole collection of those fabrics, but I just think they work really well, and nice to have a small print on smaller items like this one as well. So, oh, church is a bit late with its striking, isn't it? And yeah, so and I've kind of reversed them, so I've got the pattern on the outside of one and on the inside of another, but again, that's up to you. And all you need is squares of fabrics. Sorry, excuse me. Hello. Oh, I'm never going to pronounce it. Corsair, is it, in India? Hello to you. Morning, Eve Ward in capitals. Morning. Morning, Lisa. Hello Sandra, hello Pretty from Mauritius. Oh, how lovely, we went to Mauritius years ago. Hello Kate. Very dull in Leicestershire. We're all right here, Denise. It's quite nice. It's a nice calm day. Hi Maxine. Yeah, anyway, right, so I haven't got anything new to show you on the website. I have seen orders coming through for lots of fabric. Oh, just to mention that butterfly, zebra butterfly fabric that we had the other day that we sold out of in about half an hour. Can't get it. So I know a few of you have been messaging me saying when is it going to come back, and can't get it at the moment at all, so sorry about that. Oh, Lynn's daughter got married in Mauritius. How lovely. Hello Mina in India, hello to you. I'd love to know what you think of us all, Anne. That's what she thinks of you. Not bothered. Oh, what you seen? Is it a spider or something? Yeah, they're quite nice, aren't they? I mean, not my invention, have to say. There's little boxes like these all over the place, but I just thought we'd just do something really quick, and two of them, because I'm not going to be spending ages trying to sell you fabric. because I haven't got anything new to show you. Bernadette in your nightie, for goodness sake, at 11 o'clock in the morning. What do you like? Right, should we do it? Should we just get sewing? So I'm using, this time I'm going to use the Safari fabric. I love these. These are back in stock. So I'm using these. I have filmed a YouTube video already. I just need to edit it and upload it. This is the one I'm making in the YouTube video. So I will put all of your cutting instructions in the description box in centimetres and in inches. So I'm working in inches as we're live here, but if you want centimetres or you don't want the chat, then have a look. It should be about 1 o'clock, hopefully, maybe 2 o'clock. Fabric for children's dresses. So I dropped my phone in my back pocket. Depends what kind of dress you're making. Any kind of, I'd say cotton, natural fabrics would look good. Poplin's nice because it's quite lightweight. So if you're making something gathered, then it'll fold really nicely. Blowing a gale, says Chris. It is windy here, I have to say, Christine. Could you tell me the link for the ironing board cover with the cardboard and tin foil? It is on Facebook. When did I do that? Beginning of January last year. You're going to have to go back quite a while. If you go to my videos on my Facebook page, where you are now, and then just keep strolling back till I think it was January the 2nd last year. Cotton poplin. Yeah, I like a bit of poplin for a frock. Morning, Debbie and Bobbin from Molly and Bruce in Weymouth. Hello. Watching on my TV instead of my phone. Oh, I'll be all big and HD and wrinkly on your TV, Tracy. Hello, Kitty. She's made it again. Lois has been walking the dog. Anyway, this is the fabric that I'm using. I love these. These are a whole collection again of fabrics that we brought in a few weeks ago and sold out instantly. In fact, it was a few months ago, but we have managed to get some more back in stock for you. So this is the... Right, just check because they're different sizes. This is going to be this box. So that's 12 inches square. And I've got 2 different prints, so coordinating prints. Works best with a non-directional. And I'm using H640. You could use an H630. You could use a medium or firm interfacing. You could use Decaville Light. I wouldn't use the Decaville Heavy. And I wouldn't use fusible foam because you're not going to get the nice creasing with it. It's going to want to fight back. So I'm using H640 on this. So I just need to iron that onto the wrong side of my fabric. So knobbly bit facing up if you haven't used this before. That's the gluey side. Fabric down. And with this one, you can use lots of steam. I'm not sure about other stuff. I'm enjoying the origami sewing Zell, to be honest. It's and it's nice because it's so quick and there's so many different things you can make. It's been quite enjoyable doing a bit of research on things like that. Hi Shirley. What was the first thing you sewed? I made a cotton embroidery anglaise petticoat at school. I can't remember. I'm actually doing an interview with Julie Peasgood next week about sewing when I was younger and that kind of thing. Toys. Excuse the banging, by the way. It is rather windy out there and I've had to prop the door open just in case Bob wants to go out. And it's bashing a little bit against the doorstop. It would have been doll's clothes, my first thing. What's your first thing? I used to make lots of doll's clothes. I used to make dolls' houses out of shoe boxes and make curtains and bedding and cushions and things for them. So that was me. I didn't finish my half hexagons yet, Celia. In fact, I've got them here ready to do a video today. All ready to go. So that was my little block. I was going to make a little cushion cover out of those. But that's as far as I've got at the moment. So I'm hoping that's going to be on tomorrow. It's just I haven't had time to do everything. So again, that's fused on the back of there. I will be doing this twice, so do bear with me. It's got 2 boxes. Oh, happy birthday, Morag's husband David. Happy birthday to you. Are you watching us on your birthday? I'm going to sew these 2 pieces right sides together. So I'll have Couple of bins in there. Oh, have a lovely morning yourself, Amanda. Going to town with your daughter. What a lovely day. We're making these today, Denise. Boxes galore. Made quite a few storage boxes lately. I'm in a storage box phase at the moment. Doing both of them. Both of them will be on YouTube, Alison. In one video. They'll both be in one video. Morning, Brenda in Kentucky. So I'm using a 1/4 inch or a 6mm seam allowance. That's not set in stone. You could just use the outside of your sewing machine foot if you wish, as long as this is consistent. And I'm literally going to sew all the way around, but leave a turning gap in one side so I can turn it the right side out. Like so. Morning, Patricia. Joan made an advent calendar. No pressure on how long it took. It's the thing, if you start sewing now for Christmas, you get it all out of the way with no pressure. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. Might need to use a slightly longer stitch when you're using fusible fleeces because the friction can slow your machine down a bit. No particular special needle or foot on your sewing machine. It's really easy to sew. A night, Eve! Eve's first make was a night dress and somebody stole it. I hope it wasn't when you were wearing it, Eve. It's from Magazine, Bonnie. So I don't think you're going to see us together, but I'm having a chat with her on Wednesday. That'll be quite interesting. PE bags. Oh yes, we didn't make PE bags, or did we? Can't remember. It was cookery basket covers. You know, the really old-fashioned wicker baskets, huge things, really uncomfortable to carry. We had to make a cover for those. I remember that. It was pale blue. Yeah, Sheila, mine were all hand sewn as well. The little dress pattern. We don't have that one, I'm afraid. Anne, one of my design team, made that up for me just to showcase the fabric. So I don't know if there is a pattern or if she just made it up, to be honest. Which we do have back in stock. BTW. Fat quarter. That is such a good project for, I'm waving my scissors at you, such a good project for fat quarters these are, Sally Ann. Right, let's cut across the corners. Baby doll pyjamas at school and took her a year to make, says Susan. Cookery apron. Oh yes, we had a cookery apron that was pale blue as well, actually. An apron from one of your mum's old dresses. See, upcycling. Rosina, we were the first, weren't we? Right, let's turn this the right side out. Morning, Laurie. No, you weren't imagining half hexagon, Celia. It's just getting round to doing it. Busy. Oh, talking of which, being a bit busy, I'm not here next Saturday morning. I'm going to do Sunday instead. So I will put a post on Facebook. I think it's already going up on Instagram and on Half Yarkle Instagram and Half Yarkle Facebook page as well. So I'll kind of share that. I'm having a children and grandchildren day. We're all getting together on Saturday. We couldn't make it any other day. So I've changed it to Sunday, if that's okay, if you don't mind. But again, I will post and I will send out a message on YouTube as well. So, morning, y'all, says Barney. Cookery apron, yeah. Doll's clothes. A handmade Roman blind. 2 years on, I'm about to make 4 for the new home. Carol, gosh, that's ambitious for a first make. Cookery apron and a cap. And a cookery cap. Right. Sorry, door's banging again. So I'm just going to press this and then we'll top stitch all the way around the edge and that will sew the opening closed. So when I come to that opening, I'm just going to open this up, fold it down and press over it. Made the cube with the sewn down corners last night. Did you? And there we go. Okay, then we're just going to sew all the way around the edge. Wet it for wedding dresses. Mum used to bake her own bread. It's lovely. My son bakes his own bread now, and he makes his own pizzas. So literally top stitching about 1/8 of an inch or a couple of millimeters from the edge. like so. While we're here and you're watching me sewing in straight lines, which isn't the most interesting thing in the world, we have completely sold out of the block of the month for 2022 kits, but we do have enough fabric left over. If you want one, then drop me an email and let me know. I didn't want to have any more made up, because I'll be sitting on them for the rest of the year. There's nothing else I can do with those kits. But if anybody is still interested in the block of the month kits, then let me know and we'll have them made up specially for you. On the enquiries at, I think Lisa's just put it on YouTube. Enquiries at debbieshawsewing.com. Right, so I've done that. Let's just snip off these end bits. And then now you need to decide whether you want your pattern fabric or your more pattern fabric on the outside or on the inside. I'm going to do mine on the inside like I have with that one. Cute teddy bears behind me. Oh, those are the Build-A-Bag. Build-A-Bag. No, they're not. They're the Half Yard Sewing Club projects. The girls have been asking, because the project's taken down after 2 years, but the girls have been asking what your favourite projects were, and some of them are making a comeback, and Birthday Bear has made a bit of a comeback, so you can still do him, even though he's more than 2 years old. Hello, Josie. Kate made a skirt at school. Alicia's got all manner of things blown around in Leeds. 1st of Feb to do the 3rd block of the month. It's a good one, this one, isn't it? We love this this quilt. Hello, Annette. Yeah, I hope it's going to be nice. Yeah, thanks, Connie. I'm just there for the day. I think everybody else is together for the weekend, but I'm just going down for the day, which will be nice. Anyway, right. Now this one, we're going to fold corner to corner. And I'll clip that actually, just to hold it in place. And then we're going to measure 3.5 inches along the open side. There, and we'll draw a line straight down. I have chosen fabric where my pens don't stand out, and I don't have any chalk at the moment. That's 3.5, is it? That's 3.5. Nope, can't see that at all. I'm just trying to do that a bit thicker. Well, I know it's there. It's there, look. I can see it. And then 3.5, oh dear, 3.5 inches from this side. Again, along the open corner. And draw a line there. And then we're going to sew along those lines, if we can see them. Maybe Gary will come down with me coffee in a minute, and no, I really can't see that one. That's clever. Oh, there we go. And shut the door for me, or stop it from banging around. I do apologise for the noise there. Alright, and then Majula is going to make a zipped toting cord. Would it be possible to make the handles in the usual ways? Cord? Yes, absolutely you can. Just treat your cord like any other fabric. Going to make block of the months into a Christmas tree skirt. Oh, that's a nice idea, but it needs to be a lot bigger than the video on YouTube. A baby play might do it. Have a pattern for one. There's one on the in the Half Yard Club. That's the only one I've got. Okay, so I've sewn across these two pieces here. Let's open this out. You can see the shape coming together now, and we're going to fold these corners together. I wonder if green might work better. I think I've got a green pen somewhere. So again, across the open side, 3.5 inches. yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? And the same on this side. One, two, 3.5, there we go. Oh gosh, sounds like somebody's coming in. And then we'll sew across those. Hello Hassana, morning to you, thanks for joining us. Did you make the boxes under the little dress too? This one is an exploding box from the Half Yard Club. That's a book cover that Jackie made for me, and the one at the back is amazing. I don't have a tutorial for that. That's an exploding box that Jeannie made, but I don't have instructions. Again, those were just to showcase my fabrics when they came out. They look nice, don't they? Oh no! June and hubby have got COVID. Oh god! Hopefully it's the milder form, and you won't be too bad, and you'll be able to get on with your block of the month soon. Right, so I'm just snipping off any loose threads. Out the way. And you can see the shape of the bag, the box, really taking shape now, because we're finished. So I'm doing two. These are so quick to make. Just neaten those up. So squish it down so that you get the shape of the bag, there the box, and then simply turn over the corners. And that's it. And again, you can make these in different sizes. You can make them a lot smaller or a lot larger. If you're going much larger, then do make sure that you've got quite a firm interfacing for them to keep its shape. Storage box with the lid is a very good idea, Maggie. I'll put some thought into that one. Yeah, Tracy's getting windy here as well, actually. Hello, Dorothy in Michigan. Alright, so just fold those out, and that's, I like it in this fabric, don't you? That's the safari fabric. Just got a few loose bits there. And of course, if you wanted to make it a little bit squarer, then just press along the base seam, the base, it's not a seam, is it? But just press the corners of the base out. So that's box number 1, or box number 3 for me this morning. So that'll be my third one. So that's the safari. That one was the oh no, it wasn't that one. That one is the Art Gallery fabrics. No, it's not. It's Riley Blake fabric, and that was Under the Western Sky. And then this one was the Space Rocket. So I think they all look very different. I was saying earlier, this was the first one that I made, and I think it was a little bit too narrow, because the seam that I made here was 4 inches. This one was 3.5, and that's the difference that it makes. You could make that even shallower if you wanted to, so then it would be wider and shorter if you made that a 2-inch seam. I wouldn't go any smaller than that personally, but you get the idea. So have a play with those and see what kind of things you can come up with. And we'll get on with the second box. Where are we? It's so quick to do these, honestly. So pop those over there. And this is the second one. Now I'm going to do the same thing again. So go and put the kettle on if you don't want to watch for a second. Sewing the 2 pieces of fabric together. This time I'm using 13-inch squares. So that one is a 12-inch square. This one is a 13-inch square. But again, I put all those in centimetres. I think that's 33 on YouTube when I finish doing this. Julia's going to ask her hubby to pay for the Half Yard Club subscription for a birthday next month. That's a nice idea. We do give vouchers, you know. Does the machine cut off the cotton automatically? Yes, Laura, but it doesn't cut it very short. We've had this discussion before, haven't we? I wouldn't miss it if it wasn't there, and I think those snips can be quite a bad habit. So I use them all the time, and I've still got little bits left, so I've still got to cut them. but I think it does save a little bit of thread ultimately. But the times when you don't want to use them, so you know, if you're holding the back of your threads to pull your fabric through to stop them going into the feed dogs, or if you're gathering and you need the tails, you can bet those are the times when you accidentally press that button and you've got no thread there. Oh, it's snowing in North Carolina. 6 a.m. and Kim's just taken the dogs out. Oh, Denise is expecting grandchild number 9 this weekend. Oh, congratulations. 9! Oh, lots of Christmas presents. Yes, you could use cork fabric. Sorry, I missed who that was from, but cork would look really nice as well. So, we're done with the rest of my fabric. Oh, I did have a larger piece of fabric here, and I don't know what I've done with it. Did it drop on the floor? Did I not just pick up 2 pieces of fabric when I first started sewing this and said, yeah, oh, there we go. That was the smaller bit. I've got a big pile of fabric here, so got a little bit lost in there. I do apologise. Okay, so same as before. This is the 13-inch square, so it's a little bit bigger. And I'm going to fuse my H640 to the wrong side of one piece of fabric. It doesn't matter which side you fuse it to be honest. So let's do this. Oh, it's wet and windy. Oh, windy in Derby. Yes, windy. Windy here. She's not bothered though. Faster, it should be snoring in a minute. Absolutely gone. Hello, Cecilia in Portugal. Yeah, I'm rattling a bit here, Claire. I was saying earlier, I've propped the door open. So Bob can come in and out if she wants to, and it's just bashing against the doorstop. You don't have to use a non-directional fabric, Bernadette, but you imagine when the sides come up, something's going to be upside down. In fact, all 4 sides would be, would they be? No, one side would be upside down. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's only a box. A tour of my sewing room. Which sewing room would you like a tour of, Julie? My sewing room's a bit all over the place, because I did quite a lot of sewing down here actually, because it's nice, particularly in the summer. But this is more studio. We've got storage and little sets built and all that kind of thing. You can probably see at the back of Bob actually. That's a window there which we blanked out because when it's very sunny you can't see me here because the sun comes straight through. But there's little room sets all over the place there. And then I have a cutting room where I do most of my office work as well, so that's got a few PCs and a huge cutting table. And then I've got another little room where I do most of my sewing with my big machine down there. And at the moment that's a room set as well for Maddie. We've been doing a fashion shoot for the Maddie book, which is loads of fun. Yeah, so there's that. We kind of spread out all over the house. I don't have a specific sewing room. We could give you a tour of the office sometime. That might be a little bit more interesting. Loads of I don't have very much fabric up here. I only kind of bring back what I intend to use. So all the fabric business is down in Bedfordshire. Yeah, Dawn, you can either watch it back here on Facebook, or I am filming it for you. I have filmed it for YouTube. I just need to edit it and upload it. So that's rather early this morning, making boxes. So again, just like before, we're going to sew these 2 pieces right sides together, leaving a turning gap in one side so I can turn it the right side out. So let's do this. Pop a few pins in. Hello, Teresa in Longford, in Ireland. And we'll sew all the way around. I've got a migrating foot pedal, so bear with me. There we go. Oh, now I am here on Wednesday as usual. Get my haircut on Wednesday. We're getting a little bit of a mop going on. Oh, that was my old sewing room from Samantha. That was when we first moved here. On Friday, I'm over at Create and Craft, and I've got a book show, so I'm there representing Search Press. But they've also put on, you know, the the bag patterns that I did for Bosal, the Rosemary, Elizabeth and the Shelley bags, they're doing all 3 of them for £15, I think, which is half price. So if you want to get your Bosal ahead of the game and then take advantage of the offers, I'm not sure what time that'll be, but it's Friday sometime. And I'm on Sewing Street on the 20th as well. Again, don't know what time, they don't tell me. And that is, you know, the cow creamer kitchen set that I did with the oven gloves. Have you seen those? There's oven gloves, tea cosy and pot holders. And they've got a new colour, they've got 2 new colours actually, which are really nice. Those are exclusive to Sewing Street, but I don't know what time. Don't know what time. Keep asking. Daryl's converted a garage into a sewing room. Better use of space than sticking a car in it, I would say. Hello Ella, doesn't matter if you're late. Linda's watching in the car on the way back from a dog walk. A dog walk in the car. I will do, Whisper. Julie, I shall post as soon as they let me know. I've asked again this morning, but maybe they don't know. Maybe I'm not scheduled in yet. Just snipping off corners again. So, and then we'll turn this the right side out. Sal's got a nice big table in the front window. Morning, Genso. Video problems over there. Morning, Diane. Morning, Carolyn, Wisconsin. Eagle River. That sounds lovely. Lois has got a garage converted to a craft room with a log burner. That sounds really nice. Hello, Deborah in Massachusetts. Oh, a blizzard. Oh, gosh. Be quite frightening, can't it? Carol, we're making boxes. Lots of. Just made one. That's the one that I've just made. And I'm going to make one like that, so just slightly different. But I thought we'd make two because they're really quick. Off you go then. No idea what that was. She heard something that I didn't, obviously. Right, push that out. No gin this morning. I don't know what's happened to it. I actually made myself a nice cup of coffee and then forgot to bring it down. So I was rather hoping that my husband would have stuck it in the microwave for me and brought it back down again. Right. I only have gin on my cornflakes, that's all. Maybe vodka sometime. Model is a machine. My machine. Oh, this one is an Elna Experience 560. It's a nice little machine. I got it from Amazon. Barbara changed her son's bedroom into a sewing room. Was he still in it? Alison's quilting in Leicestershire. Do you get a late mark? You're in the naughty corner, Andrea. My top is from Next. They do a whole like selection or collection of William Morris prints in Next, so kind of like them. So again, where the opening is, I'm just going to fold this under. Oh, she's coming back again. What was that about then? What are you barking at, Bob? We don't want to see that side of you. Hey, Bob? Bob? What was that? What are you barking at? You silly girl. Oh, off you go again. It's obviously very busy out there today. Don't know what's going on. Right, and then we'll top stitch all the way around. Well, I don't like to waste them, Ellie. Jolly good coffee in that cup. Right, so this is just the same as the last one, so nothing interesting to see here. Bobbin loves the postman, Chrissy. He brings her biscuits. She adores him. And I think I said before, the worst time for me to take her for a walk is when the postman's around the village, because she recognises his van and drags me to him. So, and he still gives her biscuits even when we're out. But she's rather a strong dog, so she's got a mindset on something. I have to just go along with it. So I've been down most of the neighbours' driveways at some point. being dragged behind a dog that doesn't listen to me. Embarrassing, really. Anne's got her own room, which is a sewing gym room or a gym sewing room, depending what I'm using it for. I'm just getting the sewing room back when the kids are away. Right, we're nearly there, and then we'll do another little bit of folding. I'll show you in a sec. We've got William Morris fabric on the website. Still, actually, we've got some more stock of that in. Oh, yeah, Alfie was an amazing dog, wasn't he? For those of you that remember him, yeah, he was something special, that one. Right, we need to do a little bit of folding with this one, like we did before. Snip my threads off. So this time I'm going to have pattern on the outside. So I'm going to fold in half this way. So previously it was corner to corner. This time we're just going to fold it in half like that. And I'll have a clip in there. Like so. And this time I find it easier to use my cutting mat if you have one, because we're going to measure 2.5 inches along each side here. So with the mat I can measure both at the same time. If you don't have a cutting mat, then you're going to measure 2.5 inches this way, mark it, 2.5 inches that way, mark it, and then draw a diagonal line across. But I can go straight across, 2.5 there, 2.5 there, and do this. And the same on the opposite side. So 2.5. Can't work out these 1/2 inch sides, so 2.5 there, 1, 2.5 there. And we'll sew across those two lines. What county you're in, as we have strong winds in Northamptonshire? Audrey, I'm in Lincolnshire. So it's I wouldn't say they're strong, it's a windy day, but maybe it's heading this way. Again, just sew across the corners. And this one. Worried when I'm looking at the iPad when sewing. I don't have an iPad. I've got two actually very large monitors over here, so I can read you properly. But no, when you do so much sewing, you can almost do it blindfolded, can't you? Just taking the heat away. To save thread and to prevent from sucking down the machine and not. Oh, sorry. Talking amongst yourselves. Let's snip those off. And then we're going to open this up and line up the corners here and here. And that clip in there. And we'll do the same on this corner. So 2.5 inches and a line, and 2.5 inches and draw a line. And so Willow.
Coffee, hot chocolate.
Gin.
Cocktails later.
Would you mind stopping my door from banging? It's making a rather loud noise. But leave it open so Bob can come in because she's been visiting. Thank you for my coffee.
You're welcome.
That looks hot. Right, so carry on. Nearly finished now. Who's late? Oh, hello, Alana. Welcome along. And that one there. Back fence down with a wind in Newcastle. Oh dear. That sounds expensive. Right. So I'm just going to iron away my marks. Remember, if you are using any kind of heat erasable pen, do test your fabric first, because they can bleach it. They're not really designed for fabric. Right. Then I'm going to squish open these sections and just sew straight across the top. So I'm not going all the way through the little pocket bit. I'm just going to sew across the inside there. If you wanted that to be invisible, then hand sew. But again, just squish that open, make it square, and sew across the top. Coffee is the code for gin. Amanda, you know me so well. It might be different if it was champagne, to be honest. So we've got that. And snip off the thread. So what do you mean about these snippers? They don't snip close. You've still got little threads to chop off. Unless that's just my sewing machine. So again, let's squish this open and sew straight across, and we'll do that on all four sides. 8 Scotty dogs. Leslie, heaven. I don't think Bob's coming back again, actually. Make a storage box with a lid. I don't know, Laura. It depends, I suppose, on how thick your wadding is. I'd maybe only make it about 1/4 of an inch bigger for a nice snug fit. I've sewn the back of that to the front. What I've done, and I was watching it as well. Let me just undo that and do it again. Off you come. Yeah, just make sure that all of the other fabric's squished out of the way. Next to the tulips on the shelf is an oven glove. Next to the tulips on the shelf is next month's Half Yard Club project, which, let me just lean back and get this one for you. So it's not an oven glove, it's an overarm storage unit, and with a detachable pincushion that goes in the centre. So you've got a nice stiff box on the top, there's a zip pocket on the one side, and then there's a large and 2 smaller pockets on this side as well. If you're making this for a gift, maybe for somebody who doesn't sew, they're not going to want a pincushion, which is why I've kept that separately. If it's for you, you might want to secure that inside there. So that's your main project, which will be Tuesday, isn't it? 1st of February, and that's just a different colour variation of it. So so that's what we're doing then. And then your second project for next month is a bow tie. Actually, there's so many people asking for it, so so you've got one. And then, oh, I'm not going to tell you the rest of the year. Been busy trying to get ahead with all of these Half Yard Club projects. The one after that, you're going to need to collect your scraps of fabric for. And that's all I can say at the moment. I collected a basket full of blue fabrics, and it doesn't matter how small they are. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 inches, the smallest pieces, but if it's larger, you can cut them down. So that's going to be March's project. Better not say any more, I'll be in trouble. Oh, Bernadette, I'm glad you think it's wonderful, thank you. That's a good idea, Linda. That's probably about the right size for a tissue box. For me, it'd be my glasses. Putting them down and forgetting where they are, or putting them face down on a table. I do that quite a lot. So that's to keep them nice and tidy. And of course, a tumbler of gin would be fine, wouldn't it, Lisa? Before you say anything. Don't even like gin. Okay, so I've done that. Now, next bit is entirely up to you, whether you want to hand sew or whatever you want to do. So you know how to make the box now. Just snip those off. So I'm just going to glue it when I've done all of this. It's quite satisfying actually, isn't it? So I'm going to use my, where are you, HT2 glue, and I'm just going to fold over the edge and glue it down. So let's do this. Christian, the block of the month is a project that we have on the Half Yard Sewing Club. I'll show you in a second if I can reach it. Let's fold over there. And I'm just going to pop a pin in. Now if you want to hand sew that, fine. If you've got some coordinating buttons, that would be nice as well. Nice big button on the side there. But I'm leaving that up to you. For mine, I'm just going to fold it down and glue it all the way around. And while you're just looking at that, let me see. Oh, just excuse the lack of me for a moment. You don't want to see me limboing. This is the block of the month for this year. So basically, this has been designed by my friend Melissa, who is a very talented, hot quilt designer. And this is, I think there's 11 blocks altogether, but the idea is on the you get one block a month. You need to be a Half Yard Club member, and you'll receive this on the 1st of the month. And then the last block, which will be December, is actually putting the whole thing together and binding it. So you should have your quilt finished by Christmas time. So the first one was Joy and the log cabin, wasn't it? And then I think we've got Turkey this month. I can't remember what's coming up next. Where's my turkey? There you go. I think it's that one. But it's amazing, isn't it? And it's, I think, out of all of the block of the months that Melissa's designed for us, this has been the most popular one. Even Kim wants to have a go at doing this one. I've had so many of you that have said that you've never made a quilt before, but you want to make this one. But the block of the month, we don't actually take down. So remember I was saying earlier on that we take down projects after 2 years, and some come back like Birthday Bear. We don't take down the block of the month, so you've got 3 years worth of block of the month at the moment. If you look behind me here, that was 2020's block of the month, and just there you can just about see the Seminole Patchwork, which was 2021's block of the month. So you get all of that the first day you join the club for £5.99, which is crazy, isn't it? Poppers, it might be a bit thick for poppers, Claire. You try it. It would make a good Christmas present, wouldn't it? I think it's an amazing one. I'm so pleased with that one. Oh, Anne's got to go. No battery. See you next time, Anne. Can you bring back the sewing machine pincushion? I think that's on the cards, Rosina. That's up to the team. I'm creative with Half Yard Club, and that's about as far as it goes. So I come up with the projects, and I make them, and I film them, and I edit them, and all that kind of thing. Then we have a whole admin team down at Search Press. So obviously they run ideas by me and say, is this okay and is that okay, and vice versa as well, because we work together as a team. But there's actually quite a few of us. So I have Kim up here helping me on this side, and wrong camera. What am I looking at the wrong camera? Sorry, let me know. Let me know what you want to see again. I'll do it again. Let's fold that over there. Can't remember what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, the team. There's Caroline, whose amazing idea it was in the first place, and then we have Emily, who's my editor, and she edits some of my books as well. So all of the projects that we bring you, I don't just scribble them down and that's it. They are properly edited and proofread. We have Betsy, who does all the proofing and testing. There's Emma, who makes the patterns, so I can scribble something down and give her measurements, but she makes them look professional for me. And then we have Sophie and Claire, who are in marketing. So when you see emails going out and the newsletters and posts on Facebook and Instagram, then that's probably going to be Claire or Sophie doing that. So yeah, there's quite a lot of us. I don't know, Jackie. Somebody else just asked that. Sorry, you've gone. I think the poppers might not cope with a very thick fabric like this, but I haven't tried. Yes, you can, Kathleen. Everything stays there for 2 years. So you can re-watch things as often as you want to, and we do let you know before the 2 years is up that which videos are going to disappear, and you have an option to save a link to the video, so you don't have to store. You can download them, but you don't have to store them on your PC because they're going to take up quite a lot of room. So you do have an option to download a link so that you can revisit them whenever you want to. So, oh hello Rona, it's 11:15 at night in Victorian, Australia. No, I think, yeah, the renewal's automatic, Bernadette, but you should get an email to say that you're up for renewal. The block of the month. What camera was I on then? I thought I was holding that up properly. There you go. That's it. So Joy and Log Cabin, I can't find that one, with the first ones, and Turkey the next one. But there's lots of different techniques in here as well. There is something like the Christmas trees there. There's a bit of foundation paper piecing. We've got English paper piecing and a plique. There's no videos for this one. This is just the instructions. Lots of instructions are very, very clear, and of course any of the templates that you need and your photographic instructions as well. So everything that you need to understand how to make it. Is that okay? And it's about 44 inches square, I think, the finished size of that, so it's a nice size as well. So again, all of your blocks, 1 a month you're going to get. Actually, I think 2 months you get 2, and then December is making it up and binding it. The previous year's quilt, but they're on camera. That one there, I can't actually reach that to get it to show you. That was 2021's, and no, that was 2020. And then Seminole Patchwork was 2021. If you have a look on the Half Yard Club website, you can go back and have a look at those anyway. In fact, I think you can have a look at those without joining. But you can join for a month for free. So if you put the code WELCOME, you'll have to go through and put all of your details in to do that. But if you put the code WELCOME in capital letters, then you can try for free. So you can have a look at all of these projects and decide whether you wanted to stay with us or not. Did you see those okay? Let me see if I can reach them. You have a look at this lovely basket. I must untether myself at some point, as I can reach it, because I'm actually tied to my equipment. So I can't move very far. It's a bit like this. That's that finished, by the way. It's nice in those fabrics, isn't it? I'll show you that again in a bit. This is your 2020 block of the month. And again, lots of techniques in this one. You've got flying geese. There is foundation paper piecing again. This is needle turn applique, but there is an alternative if you just wanted to do raw edge applique. We've got flying geese all the way around the edge, and this is 12 blocks, the big one in the center there. So you'll get that one as soon as you join. So if you have a look back to 2020, that's that one, and it uses for the patterned fabric 10 fat quarters. So you choose the fabrics that you want. We can't get hold of this fabric anymore, I'm afraid. Fabrics don't tend to hang around so long. But you'll need 10 fat quarters. If you can get 2 packs of fat quarters from the same collection with 10 different designs in it, then that would work very well. So that's 2020's block of the month. And then this one was last year's, which is Seminole Patchwork. Each one of those long sections is a block, and then we've got prairie points on the end there as well. I think we do explain if you wanted to bind it, then you can do. And this one's hand tied. I'll show you that if I can. So sorry, it got a bit dusty there. So you can see it's hand tied to quilt it, so it's a little bit different. You could quilt it on the machine if you wanted to, but I just think this it flatters the style, I think. So again, that's last year. So yes, you will have that one as well. I can't remember how many fat quarters you need for that one. I think it might be 8, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But again, all of your instructions are on the Half Yard Club website, so take a look there. And there is one more. The first block of the month that we brought you when we first launched this, I haven't got it here, was all half square triangles. So lots of different design, well, 12 different designs, all using half square triangles. So you'll get that one as well. So for your £5.99, your first £5.99, or £60 if you wanted to go for that for a whole year because you get 2 months free, you will have all 4 blocks of the month. Well, block of the month for this year, you've only got 1 month so far because we're only in January. Next one comes out on Tuesday, but you'll have access to all 4 of those, as well as 48 projects because there's 2 a month. Right. I tried that into £60 straight away. You tried what, Lois? The free month? Drop an email if you have any questions at all regarding the Half Yard Sewing Club. If you drop an email to info@halfyardsewingclub.com, then one of the girls will get back to you. If not this weekend, they'll get back to you on Monday. No, Alana, we don't have the green long quarters. The long quarters were actually some fabric that was left over from one of the quilts. They cut out too many of that particular colour, so we ended up with spare. You'll need ½ metre. They'll have a bit left over, but you'll need ½ metre of fabric. So what we can do, I think we might have some Christmas fabrics that we can put on the website. So you can just order as many as you want to. Because with the long quarters you'd need 2 anyway, so you need ½ metre. Thanks, Jackie. Sales I'm going to have a go at the first one this year. Oh, I think I'm up to date there, aren't I? I haven't even had my coffee yet. Oh, I was going to show you the box again, wasn't I? Because I got rabbiting away. So this is what we made. So I'm just going to go back over and check something. I just want to make sure I've got up to date with all your messages. So that's the one that I've just made. So 2 completely different styles, but still just made with squares of fabric. And again, you can make those in any colour that you like. So I've got stuff on a go slow over here for some reason. So there's the one that I just made. That's the one that I glued down. But again, if you wanted to put some little buttons on there or something, then that would work really well too. And then that's the first one that I made. I think they'd look quite nice with like fake plants in there as well. I wouldn't put anything there that's going to get it wet, obviously, but I think that would work well. So that's the safari fabric. The one that I made this morning, very early this morning when I still didn't know what I was going to make today. These were made from the Riley Blake Under a Western Sky. And then the YouTube video, which I'm going to get on and edit and upload as soon as I can in just a second, were made with the Space Rockets fabric with lilac poplin in the background. Oh, no, that's right. No live next Saturday. Thank you, Lisa. It'll be Sunday at 11 o'clock next week. I'm grandma on Saturday for the day. Which doesn't happen very often, so sorry about that, but rather than cancel the whole weekend, I thought we'd catch up on Sunday as well, if that's okay. Still back on Wednesday. Don't forget I'm on Create and Craft on Friday, don't know what time. And yeah, that's it. And I'll try and get that half hexagon project finished today as well and get that uploaded too. Plants that won't die, yes, absolutely. Just watched Ash Barty win the Aussie Open. I'm not a very sporting kind of person, I'm afraid. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. They're really just so quick and so fun to make. So if you've got a few minutes spare and you don't know what to make, or you've got a last minute gift to make, then put some chocolates in there, nice bit of tissue paper, and you've got 2 gifts in one. No live on Saturday, Christian. It'll be Sunday instead. For beanies, yes, Sunday. I'll be here on Wednesday still, but not next Saturday. It'll be next Sunday instead. Okay, then. Will you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and let me know what you've been up to when I speak to you again on Wednesday, and get making lots of boxes. I think you're going to have fun doing them. I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.